Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Sean Dyche felt last night Everton's level was low in the first half, but the Blues boss still felt that Everton had enough opportunities to come away with the 3 points against fellow strugglers Crystal Palace. Everton came from behind through an Amadou Onana header to secure a draw with Palace, but I'll be honest, for me, it felt like a big 2 points dropped. This was how the manager thought the game went.
And first half, it looked like we were off and they were aside who the new manager was sitting in the ground or the stand. That's what it looked like to me. They had a bit of edge about them and they played well, I thought. And we weren't miles off, but we were off with the ball. We didn't look brave enough in possession, too timid, played backwards too much. I spoke to him at half-time, just nice and calmly. I said, look, the expectation changes when you're playing these games. You can feel it in the stadium. So I said, it's our job to play up to that. I thought the second half we did more so. I still think we could do more, but we asked a lot more questions of the opposition. They scored a good goal, clean strike. And I thought the mentality once again was right to go on the front foot and try and take on the second half and create enough to certainly get a point and a fine delivery and a fine finish from Amma. Another chance is where, we've got to, I can't keep going on about XG, it's unfair on myself and the team, but we've got to start taking them, and I said that to the players in the last 10 days, saying, look, it is right what we're doing because the facts and stats are there, but we've got to take responsibility, if you like, to finish the chance that we're creating. And unfortunately, there was a couple of really good chances, golden chances for us tonight, which we didn't take.
There you go. Like I said before we heard from Sean Dyche then, to me, it was the opportunity to put us right in the mix with everybody. We'd have pulled points back on Palace and been 2 points behind them, pulled points back on Brentford, albeit we did pull a point back on Brentford, but we would have pulled 3. We'd have got clear of Luton by a couple of points, and Forest would have put us right in that mix and hoping we get points back as well. So it just felt like a missed opportunity. They didn't have a manager. They were without the 4 best players, and I just left Goodison feeling really frustrated last night. But Sean Dyche was asked in this press conference whether he thought it was a missed opportunity, and 2 points dropped for the Blues.
Oh, no. It's another point on the board. I think we just popped out the relegation zone as well. We all know the story. We've had 10 points on and all that. We'll wait and see. We don't know any news yet, just in case you're going to ask. I don't know any dates. I didn't do the last time. I still don't this time. So we're just waiting.
Thank you.
I still think it was. Jack Harrison began the game on the bench. He came on as a second-half substitute and was quite lively. This is another one that I would have started Harrison because he's the only one of our wide players that actually drives forward with the ball and tries to make things happen. I think Dwight McNeil has got a lovely left foot but wants to come inside too often and try and link up instead of it's what his strength is, which is getting wide and putting deliveries into the box. When he did that, he put 2 good balls in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But Jack Harrison was left out. The manager was asked what was the thinking behind leaving Harrison out. This was Sean Dyche's response to that question.
Yeah, just fresh, a bit of freshness, a bit of difference. I thought he come on and delivered. There's you've got Amma coming back to full fitness. Seamus missed through illness, by the way. In case you were going to ask, he missed the squad. He was ill and he was desperate to come back. I said, Seamus, you need to get well. So he couldn't get him off of that. Duke will get fitter, of course. Had a chance, done well to miss it, I thought. But he's had a chance, and he's got in the right areas once again. I thought it was a good joke, but anyway, it didn't work. I was going to say, I know my deadpan is deadpan, but I thought, okay, I better explain that was a joke. It's always a bit worrying. But yeah, so I think he'll get fitter, he'll get stronger. But anyway, the fact is you take the point on a night when you're not quite at it first half and a lot stronger second half.
There you go. It's still, for me again, I can't, it's 2 points dropped. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Was it a point gained or 2 dropped? How do you feel about it? Everton's under-21 side lost at home to Nottingham Forest last night in a 2-1 defeat at Southport. Paul Tate's side had Lewis Warrington returning to the starting lineup after being out with a knee injury, which saw him return from his loan at Plymouth early. The Blues went 2-0 down before a Harrison Armstrong header just before half-time reduced arrears, but Everton couldn't turn it round, and a disappointing result for Paul Tate's men as well. And finally, Alan Myers has taken to Twitter and said it might be as late as the end of the month before Everton find out the results of the appeal. This is unacceptable, in my opinion. It really is. You know, unless they give... I'll let it ride if they give Everton the 10 points back. But I'm not convinced that that will happen. And I just find it remarkable. All of the evidence was there. The decision was taken in the first hearing. And basically, this new commission should just be judging, you know, in my opinion, should just be judging the outcome of the last one. Now, there's two ways of looking at it. One, it's dragging on because it's help, you know, it's going in Everton's favour, rather than just looking and going, yeah, we agree with the outcome of the first one, that was correct. And you feel like they would have got to that decision quickly. Or two is they're just deliberately keeping us in limbo, which is a little bit more far-fetched, but it isn't helping. It's not helping the fans. And you know, Richard Masters said it's the fans that matter. Not in this case. It isn't with the Premier League, not where Everton are concerned. It seems like they're doing everything opposite to that. We've also the takeover stuff dragging on. If 777 aren't getting the green light, reject them. They can come back further down the track if that's how this process works. Reject them. Stop leaving us in limbo. But this is what Alan Myers said. He said, I'm still guessing Thursday and Friday for a verdict, but the big feeling is it could be as late as the end of the month before we hear. Like I say, Everton have got another game at the weekend, you know, before, and then we've got to go through another week. To me, it's absolutely unacceptable. But then everything the Premier League have done is unacceptable in this whole process. So the wait goes on. The wait goes on to find out exactly our position with this first charge. And of course, it does affect the second charge. If the Premier League commission, independent commission, accept mitigation, then that would affect the second PSR charge. So just hurry up and get on with it. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you check out the final word. That's out there now. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you later.